you're live.
Say hello, everybody. Sorry I've been MIA, but we're going to go live and show how to do some epoxy pen detailing. This is Lilo, just introducing our new little addition to our family. She is 11 weeks old. She is a teacup Yorkshire Terrier, and she's completely adorable. So if you hear her whimpering on the side while I'm doing the live, that's who it is. So I'm going to put her in her little playpen. Ugh. So this is the pens that we're going to be making. I add a little bit of extra detail into the epoxy pens that everybody's making. I like the additional detail of the glitter. So I will be adding the detail to it. So I'm going to show you how I wrap them first. And this is printable vinyl on 651. And then how I add the glitter detail. So the image that we're going to do tonight is Lion King. And it's going to go on again 651, and I printed it on my laser printer. I've already taken pre-glittered my pen, so I can go ahead and wrap it. You can do it on paint or you can do it on glitter. This was just one I had made for something else, and I changed my mind and sanded it down. So I'm just going to use it as my base. So it's already got a little bit of a smooth finish because it's already been sealed. So you want to make sure it's smooth. Go ahead and take your vinyl off. And I just position it up on it. I wipe one side down first to get that down smooth. Lilo, I'm right here, honey. And then just use the paper towel to roll it on and just push it on and roll it on. And it should go on nice and smooth. No wrinkles, no bumps or anything. As long as your coat underneath is nice and smooth, you shouldn't have any bumps. And so I'll have a completely smooth wrap put on. And you can go ahead and put a nail tape for the seam, but I like the seam. The seam is not very noticeable, so I won't be doing that to this particular pen. I always cut a little bit away from the top and the bottom to reveal the glitter. So just use an X-Acto. I'm going to put it down a little bit. So let's see what I'm doing. Sorry if the camera was off of me a little bit. I'll wrap another one if you guys didn't see it all the way. My husband walked away. He was supposed to be helping. Norman. Sorry. And then just use your X-Acto to pick it up. He walked away and I didn't put the camera down. So I don't know if they got to see the I just put a little blade on this. Give me a second. There it goes. And then I just reveal the glitter a little bit. Tells you how well it adheres to it because it didn't want to come off. My husband just ran the puppy out to go to the bathroom real quick. There we go. And then I do the same thing to the top. So I did to the bottom. And my images are 1.5 inches wide by 4.65, but I still trim a little bit to the top and the bottom according to how it lays on the pen so that I can reveal the glitter if I want to, but I will be putting more glitter on top of this. But I still don't like it all the way down to the end. I like to have a little bit of free space there. Okay, so this one's wrapped. I already have one ready to go to be good glittered with the detail. So this one I'm going to set aside because I'm not going to do detail on this one tonight. But the one I'm going to do detail on is this one. So I've already took and put some nail tape on it. I've already sealed the nail tape because obviously I don't want the nail tape to pick up on me. And now I'm going to do the glitter detail inside just like I did on this pen that I showed you, which is with the honey. Let me move this one out of my way. I always put a little bit of Vaseline on my pencils. I use pencils for my my pens. I just put a little bit on the end so that way it doesn't get stuck inside the pen. But these work perfectly because they're really snug. And I don't have problems with the pens coming off or moving on me. I don't have the comments in front of me, so you have to read me comments with those comments.
Okay.
And then I just put it in there like that. And then that way it's nice and snug. And if anything should hit here, like epoxy or anything, it won't stick. For the end here, I use little silicone plugs. These are electrical plugs. I got them on Amazon. I'll put the link in the comments below. But they work perfectly fine. And since they're silicone, they clean off really easy. And all I do is I just twist them in there. And once I take them out, nothing sticks to them since it's silicone. And then nothing goes down in that little hole. So now I have everything ready to go. I can start detailing it. And then once it's done, we'll seal it and epoxy it. So for the detailing, I just used the color paint of the glitter that I'm going to use. So I'm going to be using yellow. And for the glitter, I'm going to use Sunflower from Glitter Heart Company because I think it looks like the honey. For the brushes, I'm going to use a striper brush, a striper nail brush, which is the thinner brush. And I'm going to use one that's just a little bit tinier. Regular brush for detailing, which is tiny like this. Let me get a sheet for glitter. And all I'm going to do is take my striper brush through my paint. And I'm going to paint where I'm going to put my glitter in. And it doesn't matter where you start on it, as long as you get all the areas. And I'm just going to paint where all the honey is. And I'm going to glitter and paint at the same time so that my paint doesn't dry up on me. And you can change the shape of the drips and stuff. It's up to you. I just like to get really creative with this. It adds a little bit more dimension to the pens. And I think everybody loves glitter, so it looks cute.
I don't see comments either, hon.
And then I'm going to put glitter on it. And then just move to the next piece of honey. And do the same thing. And it's very little bit of glitter that's going to attach, but that's perfect because that's all you need. And then it just adds that little bit of extra detail.
I'm not able to see any comments, but I believe there's a girl named Heidi say hi.
I'm not able to see your comments right now. My husband's trying to figure it out because I don't have my my screen hooked up to my computer like I normally do. So I apologize, guys. So hello to everybody that's on. And I'm going to add some extra drips to this so it looks like the honey is dripping down. So you can pretty much make the image do anything you want by doing this. And this is the same thing I do on my cups, is I just play with it when I want to add glitter detail. Once it's completely dry, then I will get the rest of the extra glitter off. There's a pot dripping right by his nose, so I'm going to get that right there. If everybody knows me, I'm a huge Disney fan, so I like to make a lot of Disney fan art. This is for my daughter. Since these are right next to each other, I'm going to do 2 at once right here. You can see I'm adding the little honeys all on where it's dripping out of the pots. And I just roll it and look for it. And look at other details I can add to at the same time. I might add some grass to this one too. Switch it up from the other one I did. So the honey's coming out of the beehive here. So we're going to get that's up here. And I'm going to go straight along my nail tape because that's what I'm dividing the image from the other side. And that way it looks finished. And I could probably do this whole thing with my striper brush, to be honest with you, because everything's like really tiny. You should only have to do 1 coat. You shouldn't have to do 2 coats. But if you should have had some of your paint dry up on you, just take your brush, go along that area and re-wet it, and then just re-glitter it. You're not using a lot of product, so it's going to dry up fast on you. That's why I try to do a little bit at a time. You got them on my pad? No, it's not you. Is it
Heidi?
Heidi? Hi, Heidi. How are you? I'm sorry. My husband just got you up on the iPad so I can see your comments. So there's those details. Now I'm going to add some green for some of the greenage in there. So let me let that dry for a second. I'll clean this up and then switch colors. And you can see it doesn't take that much time to do this. It takes a couple extra minutes to add a little bit more detail, but it just adds a little bit of pop to it. And I'll use, I guess it's ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm.
Yeah, ectoplasm from Glitter Guy. I'm gonna use for the grass. And I just need to change my. You hit my water.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
You want to spill it.
Need some green paint. And just gently brush some of this off so I can see where I want the grass. There's like a grass patch right here, so that's what I'm going to go after. I'm going to change the way it looks a little bit. I'm going to do some grass going up. Tap it on. And then I'm going to add one right here behind his tail. It's right at the tree stump. There's not one there, but that way it adds a little bit of glitter detail back here. It'll be cute. And it's right next to the water, so it makes sense because there's always little patches of water next to lakes and rivers. So as you can see, it needs to be cleaned up a little bit because obviously, you know, it's not dry, so I can't go over top of it yet. But you can see I added the grass in the grassy area there. I added a little bit of grass down here at the bottom of the tree, right by his foot, and on the other side behind his tail. And so that adds just a little bit more detail. So when the epoxy's put on, it'll make those areas pop. I did forget some honey here, so I need to get that. I just saw that. I don't know how I forgot that. Really missed the one that was in his hands. Sorry about that, guys. With these brushes, you don't put a lot of pressure either. You let the paint do the work, not your brush, really. Just double check, make sure I got all the honey this time. And I think we got it this time. There we go. So that's all the added detail I did. I'll clean this up in a second. Give it like a minute while I'm cleaning up to dry, and then I'll take a brush over top of it. And then you'll see without all the extra glitter. Lilo. No, honey, don't do that. No. Sorry, she's still learning not to dig at her playpen. The other one I did earlier, let me see what I would do to this one for detail. I mean, not all of them can you do it to. Whatever you can, you know, do it. But like this one, I probably would do the shapes or something. Like not all of them, but like maybe the smaller shapes, like the triangles and maybe the dashes. I would probably attack those, and that would add more detail to it. So it's going to be more extensive work, but to me, it would make this pen pop more because you can do all of those small details in there. So now you can see it a little bit better now. If I'm not too close to the camera, sorry. It's kind of hard to see when I don't have it right in front of me. We're getting ready to redo my crafting room, so I apologize for the inconvenience of me going back and forth and so forth. It's just that I have some of my room already torn up. So once this is dry, I'm going to seal this with clear spray. I use the clear gloss to seal it. Once it's dry, then I go ahead and do my epoxy, and I do 2 to 3 layers of epoxy. Most of the times I can do 2 if it's good coverage, and then I sand in between each layer. So, and I just did a short video today about how I take the pencil and I put it into the ruby drill and sand it, and it works perfectly fine, keeping your layers nice and even so that you keep a nice slender pen. So, and if when you're done with your epoxy layers, then if you want to add your characters, you can add your characters. I'll show you the ones I just finished. But like this one, I'm not going to put the character on it. You don't always have to put the characters on it. And I want to give credit due to who taught me, and her name is Cheryl Coleman. She taught me how to do the characters on the pens and so forth. So I'm going to give her credit due where it's due. But I did Winnie the Pooh on this one. And like this one, I did the clouds in the 3D. And I did the grass. And I did Eeyore on this one. And you can see that one is really cute. And then this one, I did all the honey. So you can see the drip. I did the honey drip at the top and the honey that coming out. This was a Winnie the Pooh set.
Lower it down. Lower it down a little bit.
And then this one, I did the leaves. And I did the line and silver by hand. That's not nail tape. I actually did that by hand. And then I did Piglet on that one. And this one is Tigger. And in this one, I wanted to add to, it's a bunch of like party little, you know, the little boingy things from him bouncing up and down. So what I did is I added a couple of different little swirlies in glitter, and it enhanced all that detail there. So that's what I added in glitter here. And so they turned out pretty good. So I hope it helps you guys out to add detail to your pens and so forth. If you have any problems or questions, please reach out to me as always. You can always see me on my, sorry, I put the camera up so you can see me. You can always see me on my my Facebook group. It's Tumblr Tutorials. I do plenty of lives there too as well. Also you'll see other people that are on there very talented as well. So again, thank you again for watching My Mimi's Creativity, and I hope this helped you. Have a great evening. Bye.